I think I lost most of my ideas with pressure to be perfect because you got triggered.
Sorry,
Anyway,
but I had to do it.
this is the Sybes podcast number 3 with me, Hero, and Silo. Hello, Silo.
Hey, hero.
So today we're gonna have as a subject the dark side of self-development, and we're gonna talk about the toxic positivity among other things. And first, I would like to start with define a little bit the dark side of the self-development, and by going through the dangers that people face in it. And one of the main thing is the obsession, right? And usually obsession leads to low self-esteem, resulting in a need of validation and approval of others, which leads to more anxiety. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what do you think?
When we talk about obsessions, it can be more categories of obsessions. Like if you talk about being perfect on something,
Yeah.
or do all at once. It's like when somebody try to get into this self-development kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they know what they have to do. I need to develop myself. I need to get discipline. I need to read more. I need to go to the gym. I need to eat healthier. They try to do everything at the same time. And they can do it for a day or 2 or 3. And then they will stop because it's too much for them because they're not used to do it.
Yeah. Usually individuals engages in harmful habits, and such as severe dieting, if you think about it,
Yeah.
or substance misuse.
You remember the girls, when we were in high school, the girls that were doing that screwed up cucumber diet.
Oh God.
Oh my God, that's really
Yeah,
that's
I
one
do
of them.
remember.
Yes.
They told that it's gonna work miracles.
Yeah, like what you gonna eat for a week? Cucumbers
I know.
for a week.
I know.
Yeah,
I used to be a fitness trainer
for them.
back in our country, and I remember when I asked them, "What do you eat? What's in your meal plan?" Oh, I'm eating this week. I'm gonna have this diet, and the next week I'm gonna have the other one. But this week is gonna be one of cucumbers. I'm like, what? And that's all you're gonna eat? Yeah. Jesus, how can you survive that well? And not to mention, you got the other guys that also they used to come to me and be every day like, "Oh, Mister, what can I do for I don't know this exercise for this part of the muscle? What can I eat for this part of the muscle?" I was like, "You don't eat for the part of the muscle. You just eat food."
Eat for the part of the muscle.
Yes, and that was crazy. That was crazy.
What can I eat to grow huge legs?
Yeah, maybe chicken legs. So I used to explain them that the calorie intake they need to get, the proteins, the carbohydrates, the fats, and everything like that. And they were like, "Yeah, but still, can I do something else? Because look, somewhere it's around the corner. It's gonna be in like a month. So
Yeah.
can I get some, steroids?"
Is these people who do something only to show up, just not because they want it or anything, just to show up, I just need a body for the summer, I just need to read this book because I'm going with these people and they do it and I want to look cool among them, or I just need these nice clothes just because it's holiday and I need to look good. But they don't do that it's not a constant thing they do. It's just they do it for a moment. But it's not about that, because
The thing is, they get obsessed with looking something
Yeah.
because what they're doing usually they compare themselves with others,
Yeah.
and this is the industry we live in today. Either it's a fitness industry we talk about or the self development industry that we're talking now. They think there's only one way, and you need to be obsessed with it, and this usually results in major negative repercussions for bodily and mental health,
Yeah.
right? And in some circumstances can be fatal if you don't take care of yourself.
But there's a lot of things that that push people to go there. Is one thing, and one of the most important things is social media.
Yeah.
I don't know how big is these Instagram models right now. I don't really know because I'm not doing the Instagram thing anymore, not kind of thing. But I remember before, like a few years ago, probably still the same, yeah, when every single girl were watching the fitness models or whatever. Look at how that looks like, how that, like comparing themselves with literally everybody, and comparing themselves when in their first week when they start training, comparing themselves with women who were working out for years. Like they already had 5+ years, and they start comparing themselves with those girls and saying like, "Why I did that? I did the same thing.
I know.
It's so lame.
I know.
It's so lame. But I did the same thing. Oh, why am I so skinny and that has so nice muscle? Yeah, that one was working out for 10 years. I was in the first week.
Yeah, and one thing that people don't want to understand is that, dude, genetics,
Yeah,
that plays a big impact. And also, you don't know that fitness model what he eats, how he lives, how much he sleeps, or if he takes anything like
the idea
substances. You don't know that.
the idea is to compare yourself to yourself, not to other people.
Yeah.
It's like just see where you started, because we don't start from the same point, all of us. We start from different stages. So just look at yourself, where how you looked or how you were before you start, and then just try to see the progress
Yeah.
you are making. I'm not saying comparing yourself is bad, as long as it's a healthy thing you do, like a competition thing kind of thing. Because sometimes for some people that works, competing, like having a friend, so they both compete in the sense of how many days you've been to the gym this week. I've been 5. Oh, I've been 7. I won. In that sense, I mean,
Yeah, in the sense of friendship.
competition sometimes is healthy, but it's one thing to have a competition, and it's a completely different thing to look at other people and just become negative because they're in a better position than you are, and why are you not there, and why are they there, and just like that.
Yeah.
But some people are using that because it makes them money. Like think about the personal trainers at the gym, yeah. Oh, look,
Absolutely.
I've been training this guy for 3 months. Look at how he looks. Like if you do that, you're gonna do the same. So they are promoting this type of thing.
Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting and toxic. Nobody should do that
Yeah.
because you don't know that person's health or what he's going through, and he's pushing himself to achieve something,
Yeah.
and that's gonna put more stress on his head and anxiety
Yeah.
because he wanna reach his goal in the end. But it's difficult, man. Just
And
don't compare yourself with others. Just
yeah.
compare yourself with the day before. Did you improve? Did you put that 1% extra? If you put that 1% extra, it's gonna compound,
Yeah.
and in one point you're gonna get to your goal. Sooner or later, you're gonna get there, whatever that might be. Just stop comparing with others and look at yourself.
Yeah. And it's not only about the fitness industry, it's everywhere.
Yeah,
Like everywhere.
I mean, one of the main thing that pushes people to do that is the pressure to be perfect.
Yep.
And one potential issue is with the perfectionism is that they can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt, and they're unable to meet the unrealistic expectations because they set their targets too high. They think they can do that, and they just do a simple belief of failure. For example, this will lead usually in a feeling of shame, anxiety, low self-esteem, because that fear of failure, of rejection that hits them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they also believe they don't do enough or they are unworthy to achieve anything or having joy in their life. And that result in a feeling of hopelessness and despair, just because they want to be as much perfect as they can.
Perfect. Yeah. But that again is a problem that today's society encourages people on.
Yeah, that's lack of the education these days.
Is a lot of other things, because you have to be perfect on everything. You have to look perfect, you have to sound perfect. The perfect example, yeah. I hate talking for this podcast. I hate it because of my strong accent.
I get that.
I hate it because, you know, like, people will listen to you and you will wonder, like, oh my, how do I sound? Like, that fear that you give people a bad experience. You sound bad, you look bad. How my hands are looking like, how my voice is sounding, how my face looks, how my clothes, how am I saying? All that thing, all them things. And it's the same with every single thing outside. When you have a fear, is the fear of giving people a bad experience, and then you want to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect. And because we were talking about comparing yourself with some other people. People like that, people like me, yeah, will never compare themselves with people that didn't achieve what they did. It's like, I'm not going to compare someone who's far worse than I am. I'm always comparing myself with someone who's far bigger than I am, and then just settle myself like, I'm a failure. Like, I'm a failure because I'm not up there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And we get trapped. We actually get trapped in these things. We do get, and we don't even, and that's stupid. I mean, that is so stupid when you realize you do that, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I've been there. I can give you a few examples from my day-to-day life when I used to be in the fitness training industry, and I was pushing myself just to have that specific body in order to make people, want to have
to
their
have
own
the
body.
credibility.
Yeah, to have the
credibility.
and make. Otherwise, people wouldn't talk with you. They'll be like, "Where you came from, man?"
Yeah, yeah.
And
Like, what can you teach me if you don't do the work yourself?
Yeah, and now I can talk about the danger side of pressure to be perfect, right? Among others, of course, at the first, you're gonna get anxiety. You're gonna get a lot of anxiety because you cannot get into the shape that you need to, or if you're gonna miss a training because due reason, family or whatever, you're gonna get a lot of negative impact in your life. Or you're gonna eat. Let's say you're gonna visit your parents and you are on a diet,
relatives, yeah.
and they're gonna give you something specific to eat, and you're gonna be like, no, I'm on diet. Of course they're gonna feel bad. You have to eat it, and then what's gonna happen? You're gonna be like, oh my god, I went over my diet. What's gonna happen now?
No, well, excuse me, if that's gonna happen to me, I definitely not gonna eat that, and I don't care how they feel like. They have to have those boundaries. I'm not gonna eat because this reason. That's my life. You can't make me do it. And if you feel bad, then so do you. You feel bad. That's it.
Continuing.
Yeah, sorry.
Continuing. Yeah, a good point.
That was a trigger.
Good point. Yeah, that was a trigger. I know. Right. Moving on. Then what happened after? You're gonna get out of it. You're gonna continue your training, and you're gonna see that you lost some of the passion that you put through it, because you thought you may believe yourself that passion, it's actually the pressure to be perfect. You just mistyped it, right? That's not passion, it's just your obsession.
Obsession, yeah.
Right?
But is it really?
Obsession, it can be good, it can be bad. Same like the fire, right? You can cook with it, you can heat yourself with,
True.
or you can just burn an entire village.
Because sometimes you need to be, let's say, obsessed about the things you want to achieve.
Absolutely, but
but we don't talk about the positive side of things.
Well, if you want to make it in a good way, whatever you do in your life, man, it needs to be conscious.
Yeah.
right? If you are aware of your decisions, doesn't matter if it's obsession, if it's stress, because stress can lead you to something good. What do you mean by that? Look, when you do go in the gym, you put stress in your body.
Yeah.
When you do stretching, you do stress in your body, but you get something good out of it. So you are aware of your actions. You're aware of the outcome of it.
Yeah, and
Right.
sometimes stress make you do things.
Yeah, they usually push you to finish
Yeah.
that deadline on your project or whatever you got to do, right?
That's a good stress, not anxiety.
Yeah, that's a good stress. That
Yeah.
will not lead you to anxiety because you work on your problems, whatever that might be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I lost most of my ideas with pressure to be perfect because you got triggered. Anyway.
Sorry, but I had to do it.
Anyway, that's
I
fine.
have to say it.
That's fine.
Because so many people think that they have the right to your body, to your time, to your place, just because they're family. No, they're not. You have your independence, you have your life, you can get to do whatever the fuck you want. And you should. And this along the subject of the podcast. But everybody needs to hear that.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not going to be sorry about it.
No, we can do another podcast on it. That's fine. Because this is an interesting subject.
Yeah.
And we can talk a lot of it.
Yep.
But that might trigger other people. Who knows? Might be other people that go home and they're going to fight with their spouse or something.
That's not the point. That's not the point. You don't have to fight. You just have to have your boundaries, and then people should respect them. If they don't respect them, they're out.
Yeah. Doesn't matter doesn't matter if it's family,
Yeah.
if it's marriage or partnership, doesn't matter. You need to have some sort of boundaries.
Because that's respect.
Yeah.
And people should respect you as well as you should respect other people.
Yeah. Now, one of the subjects we want to discuss for today, it's toxic positivity.
Well, I think it's one of my favorite.
Yeah, this is where people get it wrong all the time. They think they can maintain a positive attitude regardless of the situation, and the negative emotion and they think that the negative emotion should be suppressed or ignored, and that leads to an unrealistic expectation, right? If you think you can just suppress something, put it under the rug, and carry on with your life, it doesn't work like that. For example, let's say you have a trauma.
Yeah.
Or you have a death in the family. What you gonna do? You have to process that emotion. It's normal you have grief.
Mm-hmm.
You have a loss. You have to process the emotion. You must not leave it go like that. Just shrug it under the rug, because one day they're gonna stagger. They're gonna develop themselves in something else.
Yeah, it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass.
Yes, you have just simply go through it.
Yeah, I think I have another example of toxic positivity.
Go for it.
You will enjoy this.
Yeah.
You know these gurus or books, The Secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the law of attraction. You have to don't think about anything negative. Everything in your life is positive. Everything is pink with unicorns shitting rainbows out of their ass and stuff like that. You go to work, you love everybody, even though you hate them. You love everybody, and everybody is such a nice person. You have such a beautiful life, and you have to feel that's true.
It doesn't work like that.
No, that's toxic.
Yeah.
That is toxic, and I don't care what anybody wants to, like, it's the law of attraction. No, I mean, come on. Yeah, there are things, yeah, but these people need to get a slap in their face just to wake up to reality. The life is not like that. That's toxic, because you when you say that and you think like that, there are people around you that are not so aware of the reality, and they will believe that. You will make them believe that. Reading that book will make them believe that.
Yes.
And then they will live basically an illusion. Yeah. And that will become toxic when they will see everything crumble down around them, and that nothing works. and it will put them in the stage of despair. Oh, why it's not like that for me? Why that doesn't work? Oh, it doesn't work for me. I'm not good enough to do that. Well, maybe I need to buy more books, which is going to make them more money. Because actually, if you think about it, it's a big industry. This toxic positivity. You have to. Oh, buy this book that's going to teach you how to, how do they say? How to, this law of attraction. Not achieve. Something like that anyway. Something along these lines. How to imagine yourself doing whatever you have to do and just get that car like bang on the street next to your door. You have it.
If that would work,
win the lottery.
Now.
Win the lottery. Imagine that if everybody will win the lottery. That would be nice.
There won't be enough money for everyone on the earth, man.
Yeah. And then people will believe that, and everybody will like, even with this lottery winning, everybody's going to go and buy a ticket. Imagine how much money they get into buying these lottery tickets, and everybody does it.
Right. Now I think we went into a different topic, which is belief usually. Because this is the main reason why people buy the books. This is the main reason people think things will happen and positivity will help them. I mean, I'm not saying being positive is something wrong. I'm saying being blind positive on things like, I mean, ignoring the stuff around you. No, taking some time for yourself and being positive on yourself for a couple of minutes and think yourself, man, I can pull this through. Let me focus on myself for like 5-10 minutes, don't think about nothing else. Just look outside how beautiful the things are. Play with your cat or with your dog or whatever. Just for 5 minutes, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the moment you go out of it and you think that, my boss told me I'm a dickhead and my co-worker said I'm a douchebag because I did that or whatever. I'm going to be positive. I'm not going to react. I'm going to go back now with a smile because I read this book and everything's going to be fine. No, it's not going to work like that.
I think you just need to know yourself and know your life and know the things you have and you don't have. If you struggle with that, just put them down on paper. This is what it is. This is who I am. This is where I am. And this is where I want to go. And this is where I want to be in X amount of years or whatever. And then these are the steps I need to go through. And just listen to yourself. And believe in yourself, not in anybody else or anything else. Yes, there are good books out there that will teach you and help you.
Absolutely.
Along the way.
Yeah, they'll give you the tools that you need. Problem is how you're gonna use them.
Yeah.
If you misuse them wrongly,
use your mind.
You might just simply gonna fail it.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be like, man, nothing works.
Use your mind. Use your judgment. Just balance the thing and think about it. What works for you and what doesn't work for you. What's good for you, what is not good for you. What can you do and what you can't do. Because this differs from person to person. It's not going to be what works for me is not going to work for you and the other way around.
Yeah. It's just people should stop believing in everything because this creates a fake hope. And instead of showing them the hard reality that the life is, they think those books or those people with their courses, they will teach them how to improve their life.
Yeah. Oh, and that with self-hope, that's big.
Yeah.
And that's big, especially those days.
Yeah. I mean, if you really want someone that will help you to see the life exactly how it is, just look forward for Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
He can explain really easy in a couple of steps how life it is. I can tell you now, one of it is that life is hard, man.
Yeah, and he's so true about it. Now I don't like names dropping, and I'm not gonna name anybody.
We shouldn't.
But today's society are trying to shove some people down our throat, showing us, look what he or she did, and they started from zero, and they were low, and they were working so hard, and did that and X thing and Z thing and
well, like
everything.
Andrew Tate, you mean?
No, I'm not. He's too small to talk about. No.
If you think about it,
he's too small to talk. He's so too unimportant to talk about. No, he's not him. He's other people. that maybe we're lucky, maybe we're helped, maybe they really did the hard work. But what I'm trying to say is today's society is trying to push these people in front and make other people believe that it's easy. It's easy to get there. It's easy to write books and be on top of everything. It's easy to have an amazing podcast and a huge business and look at how much money and cars and all that. And everybody can do it. Everybody can do it. You can do it. I can do it. Everybody can. No, not everybody can do it. Come on, wake up, people. Not everybody can do it, isn't it?
Yeah, you think like, oh, you can do anything, or you can be
No, you
anything in
can't.
this life.
You
No,
cannot.
no, no, no.
Be real with yourself, man. Come on. I mean, yeah, it's nice to think about it and all that. It's nice to think that I'm gonna become a millionaire by tomorrow. I'm not. That is not like that. And people don't want to see it. And what pissed me off so bad, this thing, because everybody's like, yeah, you can be whatever you wanna be. Well, I wanna be a motherfucking angel flying above my head. House. Can I? No.
Here's the thing. The way society shoves things up on your throat today is like this. You can be anything, so what you gonna do? With the young people these days, gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna be Instagram model. They can try that. Or I can be a YouTuber. I can be a Twitch streamer. I can be whatever, it's easier, right?
Yeah.
What they're doing after that is simple. They will try for a couple of weeks, months to succeed. They'll see it's not working. Well then, on to the next one. Look, e-commerce. I'm going to try that one. I've seen those people talking about e-commerce and Shopify and all that stuff.
I'm going to try that one. Yeah.
You're going to fail. Then you're going to move to the next one. Oh my God, let me try a podcast, or let me try, I don't know, an online business and like nobody's seen before. I'm going to try that one. Didn't work. You're going to go on the next one. See where I'm going?
Yeah.
People doesn't have the discipline to develop mastery in something. How can you be good on something if you don't keep practicing? You need to go forward for years.
Yeah.
On something that you choose to do it, and make sure you go till the end, because life is short. You don't want to waste your time every day trying new things or looking for the next thing that can hit, or how can I get into that big project so I can become a millionaire overnight. It's not gonna happen that way. Your chances might be 1 in a million. Oh, but I might be that one. Don't be a fool. You're just gonna waste your time till you're gonna get yourself to 40 or 50 and gonna be like, holy shit, I'm still on the same fucking job I've been before.
Probably the best thing to do, and is really hard, is to find that one thing you like and you're passionate about, and you have the will to wake up every morning and do that.
Yeah, and whenever it's hard, you keep pushing yourself.
You push it, and you still do it because you like it and because it's part of who you are. And once you find that, then you keep on doing and getting better and better and better at it.
Yeah.
But that is hard for some people. Some people just know, man. Some people just know what they like and that what they want.
I can tell you straight away. Some people, find out what they want, what they like, and what they might be passionate about. Yeah. But they will always back down because they don't believe in themselves.
Yeah.
That's the main problem.
Yeah, that's
people
true.
refuse to believe in themselves, that they can push themselves to achieve their goal.
I don't think they refuse. I think they don't know how to, because
they might
we never teach people how to believe in themselves. We teach people how to believe in God, though. We teach people how to believe in a lot of...
Yes, and that's the main problem.
We teach people how to believe in their friends. We teach people how to believe that other people will do things for them. We never teach people how to believe in yourself and not letting yourself down.
Maybe people should open their eyes and understand why this happened, because this is taught by society.
Yeah.
Is it taught by society because it's simple? They don't want you to be powerful.
Exactly.
The moment you start believing yourself, that's the moment you can open your life and you're going to push forward and achieve whatever was impossible before.
Yeah.
You might even change your generation. But you need to open your eyes. You need to start see the things around you that they're not the way they are, and you must start believing yourself because others don't want you to believe in yourself. That's the most powerful thing you can have in this world.
But why should you believe in yourself when you have all those people around teaching you how to do everything and showing you how you can achieve the next step? Like, if you read my book and give me your money. Oh, look here, play my game. I've got a new one, by the way. Spend a little bit of time here.
Absolutely.
That's bad.
That's really bad, man.
So bad. But it's hard to believe in yourself when there are so many things around, and I'm not, I don't want to go into religion stuff. And
yeah, I understand. I understand. Let's say there are many distractions around that they will pull you out of whatever. That will keep you focused, right? Because if you understand for 1 second that if you give yourself 10 minutes a day to practice that, to think about in a clear way, that to be aware that, look, man, there's nothing in this life that will push me forward to do what I need to do unless it's myself.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any God shoving up your throat that you need to do this. There's not going to be your mom or your family or your dad, because what is going to happen, they want you to do whatever they think is good for you. There's not going to be your spouse, because might be a little bit biased and will try to help you. And if you're going to want to do, let's say, I want to be today a YouTuber, tomorrow I want to be that one, they're going to support you in any way because that's what they do. Yeah. You need to get yourself a couple of minutes and think about yourself.
Believe in yourself should be a type of culture that should be given from one generation to another and to another. We've been able to keep God alive for thousands of years. Thousands of years. More than that. We've been able, as a human race, we've been able to do that. But we are not able to teach our kids that the most powerful thing they can do is believe in themselves. How lame and sad that is.
That's society this day.
Yeah. And there we have it. From not having enough confidence and not believing yourself, then you start believing other people. That's where the toxic positivity comes from, because you listen to them. That's where manipulation comes from, because you think they know better than you. No. That's where the confusion comes from. Because if you know yourself, if you believe in yourself, you know that you have the power in your hand. Not everybody else, not anybody else. Then you can do whatever you want to do. Yeah, and that's not toxic to believe.
Keep it simple. Don't give power to others, whatever that thing might be.
Yeah.
Give it to yourself, man.
Keep it for yourself.
Well, I think that will be all for today, isn't it?
You should.
All right, you can find us on social media under the same name, the Sybes. And if you have any questions, just write them down. We're gonna try to answer them, or we can make you an episode, especially on your question.
We can make a podcast if the subject is big enough and enough people want it.
Yeah. So, to everyone who's out there and working hard and listening to this, and who is trying to get yourself a little better today than you were yesterday, thank you for listening.
Thanks to the people who keep an open mind, fight for freedom, and do what works. Free your mind, and until the next time, out.